Hey YouTube, Mrs. J here. I thought maybe some of you might want to update on T. Got some mail from him at Basic Training. So I'll just read you a little snippet. Hey Mom and Dad, I got some really cool paper today. Literally the only exciting thing that has happened all day. This is really the only downtime I get. It lights out at 9. So I don't have that much time left, but I'm having an okay-ish time. I mean, how much good time should you be having at basic military training? Trying to stay positive, work hard, keep my head down. It's a little crazy. My dorm does not work well at all together. We're working on it. Apparently they get granted more free time when they can get their crap together. Here's this super cool military paper. Where was I? Butting heads. As for the BMT part, meaning the training, the physical training and the drilling and so forth, that part's not hard. It's really stressful, lots of yelling. It's supposed to be. I get that. But that part's going fine. We get our OCPs on Wednesday, so that's going to be really cool. Hot, but really cool. OCPs are what civilian would refer to as camouflage uniforms. So that's what they used to be for the Air Force. They used to be ABUs. OCP was Airman Battle Uniform. OCPs does stand for something. I just can't remember. So I have I'm sorry I haven't gotten a bunch of mail out. We don't get a ton of personal time. They take it away. So when I do get to go, I'll have a bunch ready to mail for you. I love getting mail. I love hearing from you guys. I write a lot. A lot. Probably. I've mailed up to 5 letters a day. I'm kind of averaging 3. Jay writes also, and he always, creates something to put in it for him of some sort. He makes the outside of the envelope look cool, or the inside on the card look cool, or whatever. His sister and her husband are writing. His brother and his wife are writing. He's got all the way from Europe. So he's got, he's feeling a lot of love, which is the most important thing, when they're going through this. But let's see, where was I? I only have a minute left, so I really have to go. I just wanted to let you know that I'm doing well. I love you both so much. I miss you both every day. Love, T. So it's so good to hear that he's doing okay. He also has, which I'm going to share with you. I told him in a letter, I'll show you this one first. So this is him in his PT gear, which is shorts and a t-shirt, practicing drill. So this is marching. And at graduation, they can have, I think my older son's entire flight or squadron, I forget what it's called, had about 700 graduates at the same time. These people were marching like a well-oiled machine. It is no joke, people. So he's practicing that. He said he enjoys that a lot, the drill. And then I told him in a letter that we can see the photos that I don't know what company it is that actually is. It's a civilian company that comes on base that takes pictures and so forth. I told him in one of the very first letters that I get to see those pictures. So I said, when you look at the camera, pretend you're looking at me. And he did this. So not a lot of laughter allowed, not a lot of talk, like probably very little talking. They can't talk during meals. They can't talk when they're doing their drills. They can't talk when they're even making their beds and learning how to fold their clothes into a pile that's like this big by this big. And so they're smiling and laughing, and that's a no-no. So as a matter of fact, the only time he did get in trouble There was one time was he was making his bed and he did not realize. I know this because we got our 3-week call last week from him, and he told us what happened. He said that he was smiling because before he left, I taught him how to do a hospital corner. My mom taught me that's how you make any bed or whatever. So I was teaching him how to do a hospital corner because he was going to be required to do that there. And so the military training instructor, the MTI, was literally, he said, I didn't even know, Mom, but he was right over my head observing my job doing it. And I didn't know he was there. And I had a little tiny smile on my face, probably because he remembered me teaching him how to do it. And he had to do what was called, because he smiled, 25 Texas pushers. So I had to YouTube that to see what those are. I'm just going to tell you to YouTube it so you can see what they are. All I'm going to say is they're not pleasant. But that was like the second day he was there, and you know that they were trying to make an example out of anything that they could. So anyway, back to the photos. So when he knew that I was going to get to see these photos, because none of these guys know why or where these photos are going. I got that. So it's not a smile, but it's there, and this mama knows that was for me. And I may or may not have it as my screensaver. So anyway, so that's the update. Mr. J just came in, giving an update on T.
What's going on, YouTube? T's doing good.
He is. We're so proud of him. We're so proud of him. He's doing this for me, and he's doing it for all of you. And this mom is very proud. So I hope you have a blessed day and go out and create something.